This man had to prove he's not a hologram. Why? Well, he's a newly elected mayor, and it seems someone had doubts about his identity. Mikhail Krasnov is a Russian professor who was elected mayor of Tunja, Colombia in October. Yeah, you heard that right. A Russian man is now mayor of a city in Colombia. We'll come back to that. Someone filed a legal action that alleged Krasnov might be a hologram or could be using a microchip. It asked the National Registry to verify his identity. While it might sound like a silly suspicion, Krasnov had to comply because the National Registry is required to verify a person's information in order for them to participate in elections. So Krasnov had to prove to a notary that he's not a hologram. To do that, he had the notary verify his fingerprints and proof of citizenship. So how does a Russian professor end up leading a Colombian city anyway? Krasnov was born near Moscow but has lived in Colombia for 15 years ever since he first arrived as part of a student exchange program. He speaks 6 languages, has a doctorate in economic sociology, and has 4 master's degrees. When he ran for office in Tunja, he focused on developing projects rather than on ideology, and he beat his opponent in a surprise win with more than 31% of the votes. His election represents a shift in Colombia's political landscape since he wasn't just an underdog, but he was also an outsider. Krasnov said on social media that it's difficult to focus on work if he has to respond to demands asking him to prove his identity. As mayor, he says he wants to tap into Tunja's economic potential by bringing more employers and investment opportunities to the area. He also wants to work as a team with other local mayors who, by the way, aren't holograms either, and he's put out an open call for employees. Identity aside, Krasnov is also facing calls to overturn his election victory because he allegedly signed an 8.1 million peso contract with the Pedagogical and Technological University of Colombia. That's about $2,050. In Colombia, the timing of signing contracts with public entities can disqualify a person from participating in an election and holding office.